He Sees You When You're Sleeping is a pretty decent film. This was released in 2024. It's directed by Charlie Steeds, written by David Lenik, and we have a cast including David Lenik, Caroline Williams, Peyton Michelle Edwards, Cedric Gegel, I apologise if I've mispronounced that, and various others. And I quite like the narrative. This is a horror film, of course. Somebody dressed as Santa Claus is trying to kill Chester's relatives. But why? On the surface, seems like a straightforward concept, somebody going around killing people, but actually, the narrative's a little bit deeper, they're a little bit more detailed, and there are a few more layers to it, and I don't want to give away too much about that, I don't want to give away too much of the backstory, as I do think that it's worth experiencing the film and enjoying discovering the narrative, but I will say that there's a bit more substance to it, rather than it just being a generic slasher where somebody with a weapon of some kind goes around killing people for no apparent reason. It's a bit more detailed. Not that I have a problem with that kind of slasher, but this one has a bit more substance, and I thought it was very, very well written. We have a pretty great start as well, with not what I expected. A gorgeous pink car, beautiful costumes, really stunning, pleasant decor. It wasn't the atmosphere I was expecting based on the premise, but it was so beautiful. And actually, throughout the film, it is visually really stunning, really engaging, really attractive to look at. We have a gorgeous colour palette, really bright lighting, lots of lovely locations. The story itself is pretty decent, not just the overarching concept, but the pacing as well. It was maybe a tiny bit slow in some places, but for the most part the pacing was good. A really interesting concept, very well written, believable characters, good performances. Now, I know I said it's a horror. I wouldn't say it's a scary film. I'd say it's actually more fun, perhaps even slightly cheesy at times. There is a little bit of gore. We have some brilliant sound effects. Maybe if you really don't like horror films, you might find it scary, but if you're a horror fan, I think you'll find it to be more on the fun side of horror. Maybe a little suspenseful, not particularly scary, but still a really enjoyable experience with a great story, great characters and performances, visually absolutely stunning. Ultimately, He Sees You When You're Sleeping is a decent experience and definitely a film that I'm happy to recommend.